Hello, my wildflowers. I'm sorry it's been a while. I was in Sydney getting an MBA at my age. You're never too old. Yeah, I'm feeling, it's really interesting. I'm feeling very, what's next? That's the energy I'm getting. There's a lot of tumultuous energy in the world at the moment. However, I'm sensing this collective is very much, you're very spiritually aware, so you're in a little bit of a bubble, okay? You're a bit, unlike COVID, you're more protected and centered, and there's a sense of optimism with you. So let's just get into the wildflowers and see what the messages are for today. This is super interesting because I feel like I shuffled so much before doing this reading and then getting on here, and we've got partnership. Okay, so tea tree partnership, and I feel like literally since the beginning of the year, I mean it's a timeless read, so that's for the past 4 months whenever you pick this up, this success in partnership card is still coming up. So I don't feel anyone's given up, but I feel like a lot of stuff may not have materialized fully yet, as we've been told. And this is just saying, please don't give up hope. I don't need to go into this card again, probably. You know that tea tree is a disinfectant. You know it's clearing away all of the old. Now, maybe why this is coming up is because of the unrest in the Middle East at the moment. So perhaps that's actually been something I haven't tuned into, is that this needed to happen collectively, maybe. But, you know, there needs to be a sense of peace before we blossom into the partnership. And tea tree partnership is just, it's nothing but success. It's successful partnership. So let's get into this a little bit more. I'm not so sure I'm keen on this idea of needing peace in the world, but I don't think that's the message. I think the message, what's the clear message, please? What's the clear message from the flowers? There's 2 cards that have fallen upside down, so I'm going to look at them at the same time. Well, you're probably going to see them before me. We've got Sturt, Desert Road, Courage, and Royal Bluebell. All right, awesome. Okay. What I'm getting is that you have been courageous, okay? You are being rewarded in terms of so Royal Bluebell is very much about all I can say is like a royal connection, all right? So you get a connection with someone who's very well educated, very independently wealthy, because they don't need to sort of be tied to a job or anything, or if they are, they're very secure, like there's massive security. And it's generational, so it's a long-lasting love. So what I've heard is that you put something into action, even if it's this that you've been taking my advice or others' advice, and this courage, okay, this courage is just blooming you open in the heart, and this is on its way, all right? So we just need to get through those weeds a little bit, but then this is on its way. Okay, so for in a way, maybe hopefully, I only see the next, 2 to 3 weeks is coming into mind. So let's just keep going a little bit. It's hilarious because this card is space, okay, so it's lemon myrtle, but it's also fear of travel, which kind of is telling me that there's a little bit to do with what's going on at the moment. There is a collective fear around, so we're just wanting to get over the nervousness that's in the collective at the moment. It's really interesting because I never do collective readings. I never even use the word collective, all right? So, but we are obviously one. When you think of trees and flowers, the root systems all connect each other. A mother tree literally knows where her, saplings are, and will actually divert more nutrition to those saplings. So we are definitely, there's the science that proves that hugging trees does help us, right? So yeah. Okay, so this is definitely on its way. I'm talking about trees, and you've got a row of trees. So I kind of just see like these huge leaps, grass tree enlightenment. So we're about to sort of reach these sort of clouds, okay? And I've got success, which I want to show you here at the bottom of the deck. All right, so that's coming. I'm going to leave the wildflowers there because I feel like it's just done like the obvious and had to tap into what's going on in terms of the world at the moment. So Spirit, what I ask from the global reading cards is that we go a little bit more personal into love for my readers. So can you please give me some specific messages for them? Some specific messages, please. Oh, how beautiful. Okay, so what it's saying is on the other side of this is happiness. It's kind of childlike. Daisy is protection. Again, when I started this reading, I said there is a sense of peace. So I was just getting the number 5. So what I'm seeing here, it could be 5 months to commitment. But what I'm seeing here is this, you know, there's lots of children here, and there's this happiness that comes very soon. But while you might have been going back into a few little black places at times, a lot of you have done that work in your mind, and you are generally sort of like, enough, right? Enough of the old me. Enough of that sort of pining, feeling lonely. You're literally just stepping out of it. You're just stepping out of it, and you're stepping into this happiness with somebody, which I'm really loving. And on the bottom of the deck is peace. Okay, so it's also sweet smelling. It's just a kind of natural, not fast love that enters. And I'm seeing this from kind of right into the sort of, you know, you may be in your 80s, 90s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, like, but you know, you're either going to go that far with that person, but a lot of you are at that age group, and you sort of, you're going to calmly meet somebody, all right? You may have lost that love in your life. You may have just never had that big love, but you still can, okay? Like, and there's going to be such a burst of vitality. Even for those of us that are younger and feeling really, I said myself then, but you know, it's hard with social media at the moment, and depression is rife, and I'm picking that up for a lot of people. More so than anxiety, it's kind of a little bit like you've got through the anxiety, but there's a little bit of depression in this, that's kind of making it hard to sort of get excited about things. This person is going to get you excited about things. This new phase in life with this person is going to get you excited about things. Okay, what else have we got going on? What else have we got going on? Wow, yeah, it's a turn in fortune, okay, completely. It's turning away, like I said. See, the sunflower turns to the sun. It's turning away from the old life. It's stepping into that new life, all right? This life of happiness, this life of peace, this life of, like, it's going to sound odd, but it's, everyone talks about the divine feminine coming in, da, da, da. This is actually the masculine. So this is about the masculine, like, just being more supportive and less egocentric on themselves. So it's turning around into partners. The male is turning around into a pure partnership, and the male is turning around to honor you. All right, so it's about getting a partner that's coming in to honor femininity, beauty, that you are a woman, everything that you always wanted. It's pretty. And again, it's just a wise, calm man. You know, I talk in genders, but reverse this if it's the other way around. Yeah, don't lose hope. Snowdrops are the prettiest things, and they're in season where I am at the moment, and you can just, I mean, I pull this card a lot, but all that's coming at me there, and I feel like it's really bright on the screen, is the white. Okay, so there is lots of peace and refreshment coming our way. One more, please. Yeah. So it's about stepping into that power, Queen of the Night. This is all about that sexual energy and intimacy and stuff that a lot of you have put on hold as well. That comes up in a really nice way. It's not forced. It's not forgot. It's not something you have to remember. It's you getting honoured as the queen, literally, by a man. And you don't have to like go looking for their love or looking for their attention or looking for their text message or looking for them to connect with you. These men connect with you. I'm going to do something. It's just come to me, and I'm going to do a little incantation as such, just with the flowers. Just to draw that in a little bit for us, okay? I'm going to pull another flower, and I just want you to have a look at it. And as okay, well that was very, very, you're not going to believe it, the marriage card. There is one on the floor as well. Let's see. Marriage and fertility. Okay. So I just want you to look at these two cards, and I'm just going to like zone out a little bit, and I'm just going to activate the men, female, if you want a female, to connect to you and for us to hear from them without having to do anything, just to like sever that sort of ongoing pattern of being that one that's always waiting for something. Okay? So just take a deep breath with me on 1. So we'll go 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to move that there. I'm just going to put my hand here. I'll just be quiet for a minute. And I'm going to infuse you. Sweet rose smell. And then jasmine is going to seep through their veins. Okay, now just put your hand on your heart. Open your eyes with me. 3, 2, 1. It is sealed. All right, my loves, I'm going to leave it there. Just put both your feet on the ground before you get up. Take care, and we'll come back next week. Bye.